Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode with your host with the most. And you know I'm always going to brag about having the best French toast. Yes. And we have French toast. Not French toast, but toast with butter and some fish in it. I like my fish. Protein. You know the vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Brunch with your host, Miracle OP. Shout out to the House Chronicles for giving me this amazing platform to push my pee and talk my shit. Make sure you click that bell and click that subscribe button to our YouTube channel. Make sure you also follow us on all the social media platforms. I'm talking about Instagram. I'm talking about X. I'm talking about TikTok. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, how you doing, my boo? Make sure you subscribe to the Spotify channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today the guest in the house is a fashion model superstar extraordinaire. Victoria's Secret model! First person in Nigeria to get a Victoria's Secret model on their podcast. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. I don't want to hear what you guys have to say. Bro, she's done Paris. She's done London. She's been where your girl wants to go to. She's been on pages of your boys next door neighbor. What you mean, bro? If you don't know who I'm talking about Nashida.
Wow.
See how I said her name so eloquently and calmly? Nashida.
Thank you.
And if you don't know what Nashida means, you want to check Google. It means royalty. How did I know that? I didn't ask her. I just knew. Nashida was good. Yo, what's good?
I'm good.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel comfortable.
You're a fashion model. You've been in the industry.
Yeah.
You know the game.
Yeah.
Lagos Fashion Week just happened. And I happened to go.
So you said you went for Fashion Week. How was it?
Yes.
I just followed up online.
Fashion Week was dope.
It
It
looked
was dope. I didn't went for
amazing.
one day. I went for Saturday. But it was nice. I saw the runway. I saw some of the designers. First of all, I don't know. I mean, I knew there were a lot of tailors in Nigeria. Like everybody now is like a
opening up.
but so I was not surprised about the amount of designers that were there. I'm sure they're even more that could not even make the Lagos Factory Week, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
More.
I saw the ones there. They were really nice designs. Some I didn't like. I'm not really a fashion person. I'm trying to be. Hence why I went. But may I say I was drippy. If we can get my pictures up that I took when I'm talking about my drip.
Everyone looked good.
Bro, I
saw,
was drippy, bro.
cams.
Like I look nice.
It
I look
good.
I look sexy. I look sexy.
I love that people show up and show out for Fashion
Yo?
Week. It's
Oh, no.
amazing.
I feel like
I live for those clips.
Lagosians know how to show
like
up and
those
show out,
promos,
bro.
yeah,
Even when they're going to
amazing.
like a nice, simple, just
Creative,
outing, bro.
yeah.
They'll wear the funky ass shoes. It's like, bro, I know that shit is
Creativity a lot.
uncomfortable.
It's amazing to see.
What do you think about like the whole Lagos Fashion Week thing? Like, basically what I've said though.
No, I feel like Lagos Fashion Week is definitely an amazing platform for, designers to showcase their work. I mean, we have a lot of creative designers in Nigeria, in Africa at large, and it's amazing because, everyone's getting recognized and it's good. I mean, we had Davido work for Ugo Monia. Ugo Monia is amazing. His runways are amazing. His designs.
I didn't even know who that was, bro. The designs are nice.
Tubo as well. Tubo is really, really good.
I know
Tubo
Atafo.
walked for Atafo as well. Vicky James. Do you know like Desiree Yama? Just to name a few. But Nigerian designers are doing amazing, and it's really nice to see the recognition. I mean, Tubo was in British Vogue. She was in GQ. Like it was really inspiring to see things like that because these are people that have humble beginnings and they've grown in the industry and they're here today. So that just shows people like me too that it's something that can happen.
Have you ever walked the stage?
I've walked once for
Lagos Fashion Week.
Yes, but it was a private show for Siciliano, and I think that was early on.
How was that, bro?
Oh, it was amazing.
Is that the biggest show you've done?
Yeah, like runway. I don't do runway, really, but I did that runway, and it was amazing. I mean, definitely, I would do runway again. I do like editorials, pictures, commercials, so beauty shoots, fashion shoots.
What's like the biggest one you've done?
Biggest. I've done a couple.
God damn,
I've
I've done
worked
a
with-
couple. I mean, I'm busy.
I've worked with Clan Ready to Wear. Yeah. I've worked with, funny thing, I was signed to Clan for a year, but I had a 9 to 5, so I wasn't really present as much. Yeah. Giolate was like amazing. First time I met them, like really good.
Bruh.
I've worked with Vicky James. I've worked with Matu Pera Atelier. I've worked with Wani Fuga. You know, so I've worked with Nazarena Mictus, just to name a few. So, I mean, amazing designers. I've also worked with, like, you know, upcoming designers, show Nigerian outfits, you know, like weddings and all that. So, yeah.
So how long have you like been in the game though?
So, let's say professionally, 5 years plus. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, started off from beauty shoots. I mean, yeah.
It's crazy I've never done pageant though. That
No, I
surprised
haven't.
the fuck out of me.
No, I haven't done pageantry. I feel like it's too political. I feel like it's too
Did you try?
political. So
I feel like it's so saturated now as well.
really, yeah, it is.
There's
so
so
yeah.
many pageant shows.
There's
Every week there's a pageant show.
There's a lot of.
And
like,
you don't even know which
Mrs.
one's the main
Easy's.
one anymore. Which one is like,
I think Miss Nigeria is still going on.
but there's so many Miss Nigerias.
Face of beauty. There's some. There's a lot. Like you said, it is saturated now.
Wasn't
and
the
there's
main
a lot,
one
but
like-
it's good? I mean, it is.
Wasn't the main one back in the day like Silver Bed Miss Nigeria?
Yes.
Is that one still going on?
Yeah, that one's still going on.
That's the main one?
Yes.
You're
Miss
not even sure.
World. I'm not, yeah,
You're not even sure.
I'm not
Oh
even
my
sure.
god! Someone tell us in the comment section, like, what is the
Yeah,
main
what's the main?
pageant one?
They'll say it's my industry, but I mean, I'm not necessarily into pageantry and all that. I never got into it. It wasn't something I wanted to go into. When I was in uni, I saw how much politics was played just for, like, you know, like department awards and like runways and stuff like that. So I was like, nah.
Oh, so you started in uni?
Yeah, so I started, I think uni was pretty much
Oh, university?
first place, Landmark University.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to Landmark University.
What's like your mascot?
Oh shit, I've forgotten.
Wow.
I know it was like class
Wow.
of 2018. I know my people.
Class of
You know what I mean? Class of 2018.
No, you know, like in schools, how they say like, "Oh, go Hawks" or "Go Bulls."
Oh no, I don't think we didn't. Shit.
Wow, you did. You just forgot. That is
I did.
crazy.
I mean, forgive me, but
Wow.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
How long has it been?
6 years. It's been a while. 6 years. We're in 2024, 2018. Come on, yeah, fair.
Yeah, you finished
Fair.
college young, bro. That's so weird.
I mean, you finished college young as well, because, you know,
2020.
2020. Well, I mean, 2 years. I did NYSC and a whole bit, so I mean, that has to count for something. I served my country,
2019.
and I loved doing it. Yeah, 2019, like almost immediately.
Before COVID.
Yeah, funny thing, COVID, you won't believe, like 2019, my partner and I took a trip to Nairobi. 2020, we're cheersing into the new year. So excited for the new
You
decade.
went to Nairobi?
Yeah, we're in Nairobi. Cheersing into the new year. Even spends like the first week of the year in Mombasa. Amazing experience. And by the time we got back, where they were like, there's something COVID-19. And then it was Buhari that was the president now. So it was like COVID-19, and it was such a thing that time. But it was crazy because, you know.
You started COVID in Kenya.
No, so we started hearing of it in Kenya. And then when we came back to Lagos, then it became a thing. And then we went through like lockdown. I think like lockdown really made everyone realize that this shit is serious.
Well, lockdown broke a lot of relationships, bro.
No, I was
Lockdown
good.
broke a lot of relationships.
I was good.
Yeah, because you've been living with him.
Yeah, but I mean,
You've been living with him.
Yeah, but I-
Lockdown, people in relationships had to start living together. And they were like, yeah, we don't like each other.
yeah.
Like, I don't like you as much as I thought I liked you. Yeah,
and
you
then
need to go.
lockdown did a lot for media. I mean, TikTok, a lot of people came.
Bro,
There was a lot of
lockdown made
content.
a lot of people.
Yeah. I remember quarantine radio,
Why the fuck was I not doing
Tory
fucking
Lanez.
TikTok? during
I
lockdown,
know, right?
bro? Where I would have
I
been.
know,
Destiny,
right?
you would have been in Japan right now
Yes.
eating sushi.
Yes, it was.
Streaming
it was
with
amazing.
Speed and Kai Cenat.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Bro.
Lockdown was such a time. I know, like some people had lockdown rough and all, but
I was on
I
here,
was,
thank God.
I was with family, and I was pretty close with, you know, like everyone I loved, and I could talk.
All in one house?
Yeah, all in one house. All, but like close by neighborhoods and things like that. So it wasn't like such a, you know, I think it was just like staying home, but it did breed a lot of like family time.
Bro.
So it was good.
I feel like
lockdown
lockdown built a lot of character in people, bro.
Yeah. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. ADHD, up and down, overthinking. I think, like we in Nigeria didn't necessarily see like how crazy it was because we're reading the news. Like it was crazy that time.
It was wild,
Can you remember? Like it was like hundreds.
It was wild.
Being dead that they were reporting, and then wild. We hear it was insane.
Niggas are partying in some places, man.
Like I remember weddings happening during the lockdown. Zoom, having to join events.
Bro, tell me why. Tell me.
Literally, like in Lagos, people holding parties, them going to catch people at parties.
Don't even get me started with Zoom. But anyhow, I want to get back to the industry, bro.
Okay.
Are the rumors true?
That
there are a lot of perverts in your industry, male and female.
Yeah.
People touching other people's buttholes.
Well, yeah.
Some Diddy shit.
Some Diddy shit.
Some Diddy shit, bro.
Diddy did do it, but anyway, he did do it, but.
How do you say that so confidently?
No, I mean, there's everything. There's evidence. There's evidence. I mean,
you're a supermodel.
I mean, no, I never experienced anything like that.
Never met Diddy?
No, never met Diddy. How would I? Well,
how would you?
Never. Yeah. How would you? Well, never met Diddy anyway. Never. Anyway, but yeah, they are in the industry. I feel like I personally have had like a couple experiences. Like I can, probably like one or two. Because
they give you the baby oil?
No, they didn't give me the baby oil. But I have heard about the baby oil and the candle, like coconut oil and the candle. Like go warm up.
Whoa!
Hear me? It is.
Say that one more time.
Yes.
Baby oil?
Coconut oil.
Oh, coconut.
They say it's healthy, so I hear.
Oh, it's healthier.
That doesn't make it any better. I'm
gonna violate you in the ass, but I still want you to be healthy. So I'm gonna give you coconut oil instead of olive oil. Okay.
Yeah.
So coconut oil and a candle, and they tell you to go warm up.
It is crazy. Wow. It is crazy.
So what you do, like breathing exercises in a corner?
Like I have no idea because I've never gone through that.
Are they giving you the candles though?
No, they haven't. So I hear stories. I've got friends in the industry. Like, I hear stories and all like that.
Male or female?
I personally, both male and female. But I personally haven't necessarily experienced anything like that, really. I mean, I've had someone come up to me, like, straightforward and be like, oh, yeah, I want to get down with you. And, like, I was like, I respect you for being straightforward with me.
Like, dead-ass
yeah, like, being dead-ass straightforward. But I'm not about that. And that's that. I mean...
How many times have you had to do that, though?
Like once or twice, really. To be honest, I think I've had a good experience in the industry. I do hear stories and I'm like, holy shit. And all that, like, this doesn't make any sense. But personally,
That's trippy, bro. Imagine me walking the runway and telling me before I walk this runway, you gotta go warm up. But I'm gonna slap you, right? No cap. Just out of, like, freaking instinct. Just be like, what the fuck you say to me? Just get the fuck out of here, bro. That is wild, bro.
Yeah.
What? But how frequently do you think it happens? Do you think it's as frequent as people say?
No, I think it is. It is a frequent thing. It's still happening. Been happening. Still happening. I mean, I do hear stories. I would say I'm fortunate, to not have had that experience at all. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
But do you think it's as like on a big scale as the Diddy scandal in Lagos or in Nigeria?
Possibly. I don't know. Possibly. It could be. I mean, there are people
like even close to sex trafficking?
Of course. Definitely. Even in the media industry, haven't you had any experiences like that? No one's walked up to you.
Not yet.
Like, really?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I don't think they will.
I feel like I give an aura of don't try that shit with me.
Exactly. I don't
say any old slick shit in my ear. I'll be like, hey yo.
My goodness.
Give me like, I'll be like, hey yo, what?
Exactly.
Nah, that would be wild, bro. That would be. How would I react? A nigga whisper in my ear, be like, "Yeah, you trying to make it to the top."
Take this coconut oil, this candle, go warm up for me.
I'm gonna elbow you, bro. I'm gonna elbow the shit out of you, man.
Insane. That is insane. But people are going through it.
Better give me some petroleum Vaseline.
Yeah, this is an issue. Willingly and not willingly as well. So it goes both ways.
Have you had people come up to you and tell them they've been sexually assaulted in the industry?
Yeah, but not necessarily wanting to share, because there's this stigma that comes from that. So no one wants to, be abused and all that. And you haven't experienced that. It's awful. So, I have, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially in Nigeria and our culture today, I feel like there's a real sex problem. Not even rape culture. I feel like it's even beyond rape culture. I just feel like there's a big sex problem in Nigeria, bro. That just needs to be fixed in some way.
Yeah, everything's
somehow.
out there. It's not like before where, everything was being hidden. And,
everyone's open now.
Behind
I told people, I won't be surprised next year, people are going to be more open on, OnlyFans and stuff.
Yeah,
they're already
people are already being open on OnlyFans. I mean, there are content creator platforms that have now been turned to, pretty much that. Yeah.
Wait, Nigeria has their own OnlyFans?
Yeah, shout out to All Access. You don't know about All Access?
What the fuck?
Shout out to All Access. It's not necessarily OnlyFans. It's a creator platform where you can post your shit and get paid for it. Yeah. But, you
didn't know about this?
Come on.
What?
Well, I put you onto something new. Check it out.
Nah, I don't want to be put on. I'm not going to be checking that out.
No, but it's not necessary. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not necessary. When people say OnlyFans, All Access, people think, it's only sexual content. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You've got people doing true. things,
I mean,
getting paid
true,
for it.
true.
So yeah, it's a content creators platform where you get paid.
But most of the people that do that are people that send their nudes.
Well, if that's
Not
what
all,
you want,
not
if
all,
that's
but
what you
most.
want to do, if that's what rocks your boat, then that's what rocks your boat. I mean,
Are you going to do it?
no, I personally am not gonna do it. No, I mean, I feel like it's for me and for God
Nah.
and for my partner.
What if both of you do one, bro? Start an OnlyFans page. A lot of
Do
partners
you
have.
think you would? I mean, I wouldn't. Do you think you would?
If I wore a mask.
So you would.
If I wore a mask.
So that's all. So it's just a mask. What makes you think people will know who you are from the
My
mask?
girlfriend? If I wore a mask. Yeah.
What makes you think people will know it's you?
Unless you see my ass before, you wouldn't know. I have a sexy ass.
What
by
kind
the
of
way.
mask? Full on cover?
Oh yeah, but leather though. Has to give me some character. I have to have some character with maybe some studs on the mask. You know them ones that look medieval. Yeah, that type of mask. Yeah, like the guy that's gonna execute you. That type of mask. That type of mask. I have to have some character. Oh yeah, guillotine. Yeah, guillotine colors. Yeah, I need to have some character, with my character,
But I personally wouldn't. I mean,
You won't wear a mask? You just be
I
full
wouldn't.
face?
No, I wouldn't even be full face.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I wouldn't even.
You be full face?
I won't be full face. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's what
do
you
it.
said. You be full face.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Full face?
Full face or with a mask. I'm not gonna do it either.
So you're just gonna do it?
I'm not gonna do it either way.
Yeah, I know. So you do it full face.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh. No, but how next are you gonna be a supermodel? What next is coming up though?
So I recently just rediscovered my love for fashion. I say rediscovered because fashion has been in my family for a long time. My great grandma used to quilt, and I grew up with her. Yeah, she used to hand sew quilts.
Is she Scottish?
No, Liberian.
Yana.
Liberian. So,
Fair.
So recently I got into fashion. I'm working on launching a brand. It's gonna come out next year, May.
Okay, tune into the brand, guys. Tune into the brand. Make sure you support.
Next year, May, I'm gonna launch my brand. So I've been using this year to learn, because when I was ready to start, but then finding tailors is such a thing.
Good tailors as well.
Good tailors is such a thing. Like finishing is such a thing. So I was
Big
like,
thing.
okay, you know what? I need to learn. So
You don't have to like make clothes yourself?
yeah, I do.
Crazy.
So I went to fashion school. I went to IC
You make
Academy. Shout out. No, I didn't make this.
That
I
is
went to
crazy
IC
how you're not
Academy.
gonna wear your own.
Yes. I know. I know. But it's still in the
As a
works.
designer, not gonna wear her own design.
I mean, we do support other people. Plus, I've had this for a while.
So who's this?
I've had this for a while. That's what I've had this for a while. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh,
No, I'm
I'm
playing.
wearing this.
I'm
No.
playing.
I know.
I'm playing.
I know. So, but yeah, so I did fashion early this year when I started in like July. So, but from January up until July, I had like online courses, and that kind of like prepared me. So I was good before fashion school. Well, I won't say good, but you know, at least online learning. So I wanted like that physical experience, like put me on hands-on, and I did that, and I came out the best graduating student in fashion school.
Oh, you knew all the stitches.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing because
French
it was
stitch, switch stitch.
it was so exciting for me.
I was so bad at that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like you should do what you love, and you know, I just realized this year that I have so much love for fashion because I was so happy doing it. I was so excited. I'm motivated in all the right ways. I've got great support. So it's been amazing.
It's been a good journey, huh?
Yeah, it's been a good journey. I
can
won
tell.
best fashion project, best graduating. So it was amazing. I mean, I will toot my own horn. I did well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do well.
So when do you think we're gonna see you in Lagos Fashion Week as a designer?
Definitely in the years to come. I do want to launch, so I'm working on a collection right now that I want to launch in May next year. So yeah, definitely.
Well, as you're being a designer, you're still gonna be working as a model.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, modeling is, I would say, my first love because modeling taught me that I could do what I love and earn from it. And, you know, it opened like so many doors for me. And yeah, it's been amazing. It has been, still is amazing. So definitely, I will model alongside like fashion. I'm juggling it really well. I mean, now I'm still modeling. I'm still focusing on fashion, making sure at least behind the scenes, getting everything ready, because it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work. I
Yeah.
mean,
Tell him that story of. Tell him that story of when you met Tara Banks.
Yes, that's the river I met Tyra Banks.
That's in Miami.
Oh, my goodness. I'm a terrible liar.
What liar, bro? You met her in the Diddy party.
What Diddy party?
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's where we're gonna end the podcast. No, I'm playing, but I'm definitely gonna end on that Diddy part though.
No, do not.
It's fine. It's
I mean,
okay.
if you went to a Diddy party, it's good.
You met Tara Banks in a Diddy party. You guys had a conversation. But anyhow, back to your modeling career.
Okay.
What inspired you to even start modeling, bro? You say it's your first love. How did it become your first love?
Yeah. So, you know, crazy story. When I was in uni, first year, this guy walked up to me in the cafeteria and he's like, "Oh, you look really nice. I'd like to take some pictures." And I was like, "Okay, that's a thing." And
Wait,
then,
hold so randomly?
yeah, it was
Did
so
he already have a camera?
Yeah, he did. So apparently he was a photographer on, you know, like in uni. Kodre, shout out to Kodre. And, you know, I thought it was just going to be like, you know, take pictures type thing. Because, I mean, I take pictures at home and all like that. So I'm used to that.
He gave you a whole photo shoot.
Yeah, so, you know, like there was the team, there was a makeup artist. Then, you know, I literally wore like a bed sheet for that shoot. Like we did some rap thing. We did like some goddess shoes. I swear down. If I find a picture, I will show you.
Hold on. Did you wear what they call those things? Like a Greek.
Yeah. So that was what we were going for.
Forgot the name.
That was what we were going for. Kind of like a sari kimono type thing. And, you know, we had like a gold belt. It was really nice. And, you know, we did that. And I think that's where it all started, really, from uni. And then since from that point up until I graduated, you know, we had a lot of photo shoots. We had, you know, like different social things that had to do with, you know, music, arts, entertainment. You know, I was always in it. And
what was the most surprising thing, especially when you just entered the industry? What was the most surprising? That it was like, whoa.
So when I started modeling professionally, I figured out that, you know, not everyone's gonna like you. regardless.
Oh yeah, it feels like a toxic environment as
Yeah.
well. You were talking about whole pageantry, but modeling's toxic
yeah,
too.
It is. Regardless of every, like, whether you're professional on time, punctual, because I tried my best. I tried to, always be punctual when it comes to work, because it's work for me. Like, it's like a 9 to 5 for me. That's it. So if someone books me for a shoot, that's priority, because you've paid me to do a service, and I'm happy to do that, because it's not just posing, it's bringing your creative vision to life. And, I'm happy that I can do that. I can model an outfit and someone would see it and someone would want it, and you make sales from that.
Do you did be like working on poses, like how they be doing in like
No, of course.
like all them fashion show. This fashion show on Netflix. This like Asian fashion show.
Well,
All
like
these
Mexican
girls like they be
fashion.
doing like like fashion
yeah,
mod.
it's a lot. You have to get your poses, and the thing is, here I won't necessarily say
They're not that intense, huh?
they're not. Yeah, do you understand? Like in-depth sleeve to like teach you poses, because not everyone knows their angles at like first try or second try or over time. It takes a while, but you go through school, like at least with pageantry, you see people like they are catwalk instructors and all that. So there's not necessarily that for like face modeling, beauty modeling, where oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. Maybe they are. I just haven't seen or like
But
heard.
there's so many types of modeling, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Feet modeling, hand modeling,
Like
nose
jewelry,
modeling.
I've done for jewelry. I've done jewelry.
That is so weird. I
Yeah.
can be taking pictures of my hand. Like, how do you approach somebody and
Your
say,
hands, your
you have
ears.
such great hands? That is, bro, be like,
Your
you're a
feet
freak.
for shoes. I've done
You're a
shoes.
freak.
Yeah, I've done shoes.
Just want to take a picture of your toes?
Yeah, like shoes for modeling, like modeling the shoes. Yeah,
You're selling your feet.
it's not selling my.
That is technically selling your feet.
Okay,
You sold
but
your
it's
feet.
for the shoes. It's for
How much was the feet content?
That was a lot, but it's not like content. It was
Your
it was a brand. It was a brand.
No.
It was a brand.
They took pictures of your feet.
Yeah, like
How much?
full outfits.
How much? No. It was just your feet.
No, of course they had like some feet shots.
Just the
because
feet.
They are advertising.
Stop trying to say they
shoes.
took care of they give you a dress. It was shoes and
No,
feet.
but it's like seeing a Yeezys.
So they took pictures of your feet.
Yeah, take pictures of
So
your
how
feet,
much? How much they give you for the full content?
yeah. No, it was solid. It was good. It was solid,
Selling
yeah.
your feet to the internet. Jesus.
For you to buy
and
the
you say you can't
For
do
you to buy the
OnlyFans.
shoes.
And you say you can't do OnlyFans.
For you to
Get
buy the
out of
shoes.
here.
Oh my God,
Girl,
Miracle.
you might as well put your feet on OnlyFans. You're missing out on a big market.
No, but yeah. So
You're missing out on a big market, but try it.
Really?
Do you think that's cheating?
No. I mean, selling my feet. I definitely would have to ask my partner if it's comfortable with that. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet. I mean, I've not necessarily thought about it.
If your partner sold his feet online, would you consider that cheating?
Well, I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
Selling your feet. I mean, it's your feet, except you're having conversations with people who are paying to see
You have to
feet.
negotiate.
Well, it depends. No, so
You have to negotiate prices.
Also, if it's like an OnlyFans where it's a pay for content, or like an all access where it's like pay for content type thing, of course, yeah.
You be mad?
No, I won't be mad. Why would I be
Okay,
mad?
I was
Like,
about to
definitely
say.
would have a
You're
conversation
mad at me
about
taking
it.
pictures of my feet.
Yeah, definitely. We
Fair.
would have a conversation
Fair,
about
fair,
it. I mean,
fair,
we
fair,
have great
fair, fair,
communication,
fair.
so it's good.
Okay. What's been your proudest career moment?
Proudest. I think my proudest would be when Elizabeth called me to her office to have a discussion about joining the agency.
Ooh,
And this
you're in an
was like-
agency?
Yeah, so I'm represented by Beth Models.
Ooh.
And,
That sounds so fancy,
that was amazing. That was like one of my proud moments in the industry, because when I started, I was applying to a lot of them and I didn't get in. So, I did, eventually join an agency, and that really helped me, in the beginning. And yeah, it's been good. Now I'm represented by Beth, and it's been good.
Get like international gigs, eh?
Well, I have worked with like top brands in Nigeria from them, but yeah, of course, yeah, we're working towards that.
Imagine like, bro, anytime I think all those model agencies, bro, taking you to Paris, take you to
I know,
freaking
right? It's a
Rome.
whole thing. That's like
Rome.
runway and all, yeah.
Bro, the supermodel lifestyle, people be thinking is all sweet. Those
Fam,
they
it's
be
a lot of
suffering,
work.
bro.
Yeah,
They be
it's a
suffering,
lot of
bro.
work.
It's such a fast
It's a
lifestyle.
lot of
bro.
work, yeah.
What's
It's
your
a lot of
lowest
work that
moment,
you
though?
learn. In modeling? Okay, so this is actually crazy. I worked with a brand. I'm not going to mention their name. They're really big, and I was really excited to work with them. And the founder was nasty. It was a nasty experience for me, and I was like, really?
What you mean?
Yeah, like the treatment. Like, so during the shoot, they kept referring to a previous model who had worked for them, and that was like my first time, doing that. And she kept,
They're comparing you.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, I wish A was here. I think they said A traveled. Yeah, and it's like, I'm right there. But yeah, you get.
Wow.
And it felt, because for me, I feel like it's work. Yeah.
Was it like you were already in the room? You were like, who's this?
Yes, like already in the room, like dressed, waiting to take pictures.
And they were like, who's this?
It happened not once, not twice. I did do more than 10 looks on that shoot. Yes. And I felt so bad because, the funny thing is, then we got into an argument for like food. Not necessarily an argument. So you know how you go for shoots and then there's someone who's handling like food and all that. So they offered snacks, and I'm not a snack person. I don't necessarily like meat pie. I don't like, like meat in bread, burger, shawarma. I don't like that. So I was like, okay, I was going to order my food and all. And then she was like, oh, not to worry. They'll probably get me Chicken Republic or something. So I went to the bathroom, and as I was coming out of the bathroom, the founder was just there, and then she just started yelling at me like, oh, if I was hungry, why didn't I say it? I'm spoiling the shoot, my attitude. I was taken aback because at that point, we hadn't had like any reason to, like already I was feeling a certain type of way from the fact that,
that is wild, bro.
Yeah, I was feeling a certain type of way from the fact that, they kept on comparing, she and the stylist, they kept on comparing, and I was like, okay. And, I just couldn't wait to be done with the shoots. And crazy thing, when I got home, my booker calls me, and he's like, so how did the shoot go? And I was like, oh, it was okay. And then he's like, are you sure? Explain to me what happened. And I was like, okay, you tell me what you've
heard,
and then I'll know how I'm going to respond to that. And then he was like, he just got off a 1-hour call with the client, and the client was complaining that my attitude was shit throughout the shoot. I was hungry, and I didn't open my mouth to say something about it, and I had such an attitude from the beginning of the shoot to the end of the shoot. And mind you, when we were doing the fittings for this, like a roach was in one of the outfits. I was so spooked. But anyway, it's okay.
A cockroach?
Yeah, a cockroach. It literally like fell out of the outfit.
Sure, it was not part of like the design.
It wasn't part of it wasn't part of the design.
Bro, y'all be getting crazy with your fashion designs. But hey, you never know.
Design. I was scarred from that. And then, he went on about, how the attitude. And I told him, I was like, really? And then I'm like, I felt disrespected because I felt like I was here to do a job. I showed up on time. I came, we went through hair, we went through makeup, we got through shooting. It just went through the food thing. And I was like, I'm okay. Like, it's me. If I'm hungry, I will tell you that I'm hungry. But I was like, oh, no, I'm okay. It's fine. I'll get something. You still offered. You still got it. But then you just got off a 1-hour call. And then you compared me throughout the shoot. So I was like, nah. And, it was one shoot that I was looking forward to the most. Because I was like, oh my God, this designer's amazing.
Yeah,
I really want to work with them.
Yeah.
And then I went
Has
there.
that been like the biggest name you've worked with?
One off, yeah.
Wow.
And it was a nasty experience. And since then I told, I had the conversation with my agency about it, and I'm like, I don't want to work with them anymore. Not for anything, but for my self-respect and for myself. I love the brand, amazing. Founder, a nasty person. But
Do you used to be running into them?
Funny thing, a couple times.
You see,
shortly.
Bro, it's always
that,
the people that you have problem with that you be running into, bro.
a couple times shortly
I
after
start
that.
having problem with you. I start seeing you everywhere.
It's so annoying because I'm like, I don't even want to see you. It's trauma for me.
That's why I don't have problems with anybody. So if I actually have beef with you, I'll never see you in my life again. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But having seen the good and the bad, like I said, you're a vet in the game now. What's some advice you would give somebody entering the modeling industry? How should they push
navigate?
Yeah.
I would say, first of all, know that it's something that you want to do. Not just something that you see other people doing and you feel like, oh, there's money in this place, so I'm going to do it. No. Actually, be determined.
Or people say I look like a model.
Yeah. No, be determined, want to do it. And, determination leads to success. Pretty much. So once you have that motivation and that fire in you that this is what you want to do, learn your poses, you know, always be punctual because it is a thing here. Like most times I go for shoots, I'm like the first there, and they give times, and I'm like.
But Nigerians naturally are not professional.
Yeah.
A lot of Nigerians are not professional.
Yeah,
so.
and you know sometimes it's stressful, and you know hence me charging for like extra hours. And I've noticed that, you know, like a lot of models and all that like charge for extra hours. Like it is worth it because most times a shoot that's meant to take like 4 hours,
Take the whole day.
end up going there 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We're ending 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and we're probably shooting 2 dresses. I've done a lookbook for 40 dresses, and I got there 9 a.m. We're done by 2 p.m.
Wow.
A lookbook for 40 outfits. So, but you know, the thing is, I get the process. So that's why, you know, when people say, oh, we take too much time to get ready, this, especially when it comes to like weddings and all that. Like I've literally gone through that process for shoots and all, because makeup takes a while. Hair, oh my God, hair takes the most time when you're doing a shoot. Hair is a lot. Then you have makeup added on top of that. That's extra time. Then styling, wearing the outfit, getting the poses, styling, you know, like over if it's, you know, like 1 look, 2 look, 3 looks and all like that. But it's been fun either way. I feel like I haven't necessarily, or I've been fortunate to not have a lot of people or like have any like perverts, you know, attention or anything in the industry. Cause
Well, stay away from the diddies though.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Stay away
like,
from the diddies, girls
read rooms,
and guys.
Yeah. Like I know how to read the room really well, and when I get to a place, I see everyone's vibe, and then I know whether this is a place where I'm gonna be free, or this is a place where we're by the book, we're professional. I came here to work, and that's it. So yeah, so just hold your ground, know what you're doing.
And stay away from the diddies.
And stay away from the diddies. Stay away from the diddies. Create value. Don't just, you know, make it all about you. Make sure you're selling whatever, you know, is given to you to sell. I mean, I've modeled from outfits, from hair to shoes to jewelry, rings, just my hands, you know, my neck.
Your feet.
And all my feet.
I don't know, you're avoiding the feet.
You get that? Yeah, no, my feet. I've modeled for shoes.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
She got big money too. It's a big industry.
For shoes. Yeah, it is a big industry. You know, I've done TV ads and all that. So yeah, it's a good industry when you're focused, you're driven, you're motivated, you want to grow. Because I'm really heavy on being driven and growth. Because if you're being driven and you're not growing, then what is driving you? You get? What's driving you? Like, what exactly?
We're gonna put that one on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
we're gonna put that one on a t-shirt.
So you have to be motivated, and you have to love what you're doing. If you're modeling and they call you for a shoot and you're like, oh my God, I have to be there by 7 a.m. I have to go through hair and makeup. It's something that you have to go through. You're modeling. You have to go through hair and makeup. Yeah. And don't even get me started when they want to do like avant-garde shit. Like you have to be there. Your hair has to be crazy. They're going to pour paint on you. They're going to do different things just to create the look. But you also have to be a part of that, you know, like that experience. And you have to contribute to that. Not just be the face, but, you know, create value in it. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
that's it.
That is why I'm not a model. And she is a supermodel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
That's amazing.
She said it all. Nashida, thank you for coming to the house to have a conversation.
Thank you for
Hey, shout out your socials. Shout out your socials.
So you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Nashida_JC.
Oh, you're a big TikToker?
I want to start getting into it now.
Yeah.
My bestie's been like, come on here, and I
some
talk
TikTok
a lot.
dances?
Yeah, well, not the dances. I mean, like sharing your
views,
my unsolicited opinions. And all.
You're gonna be the next Sabi Bodge.
No, I'm not gonna get. No.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's where we're gonna end it. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all social platforms. Also follow Nashida on her social platform. It's gonna be down in the description below. And we're out.